Hey, hello, Terry Lair here from Shine-On-Softwash again. Just to do a video today. The very last job I did that had, I had a house wash to do, and the roof of the house and the roof of a garage, and the roofs were metal, and they were in bad shape too. But had a problem that day, and I quit drawing. My chem line got air in it, is what it is, and I didn't know it. I was having trouble, and I noticed every time I turned my chem on that it got weaker and weaker, the flow did. Finally, it just to nothing. I ended up having to finish that job with a pump-up sprayer. But it turned out good, and I talked to the customers today, and they were really happy with it. They even given me a tip. So I'm thankful for that too. And they said they'd give me a good Google review too. But I'm going to try to do some troubleshooting today and figure this out, and figured I'd take you along for the ride so we can get her straightened out here. But hang loose with me and we'll take a look at her. The first thing I'm doing here is I've unhooked the water from the chem tank and just got the hose that was going to the chem tank run into my water. And I noticed when I put my battery on, it didn't take long to go ahead and prime up. Notice the pump ain't running at the moment. We're just going to run it for a while and see how it does. And if this is okay, that means my proportioner, everything there is okay, so I don't have to fool with the proportioner none, which is good. Don't have to mess with that blend manifold. It's just probably my bulkhead or one of my fittings there, which will be easy fix. Seems to be working fine like that. Yes, it'll be working just fine. And that little bit of air in between is from where I switched it, of course, from the chem into the water tank. It had that little bit of space in between. But as you can see, that's working as it should. So my troubles must be around my bulkhead and my tubing running into the tank one. We'll take a look at it and I'll let you know here in a little while. Well, I believe I found the culprit. This is the bulkhead. Of course, it sits in the tank and comes up through the hole in the tank. This tightens down. It's just a gasket. All this is for just to keep the chem from coming out of the tank. It really don't lose no air through this. It's not pressurized like that. And the piece that's sitting down in here that the hose was clamped on, that seemed to be on there really good too. All that was good, but when I got it apart, this here, if you can see that, I could turn it with my finger. This part in here that comes inside this other. I'm sure it was sucking air right there, because you know the chem's usually down here somewhere. It ain't never all the way up here. But unless I fill the tank all the way up, and I wouldn't have no problems then. But anyway, right here I could turn it with my finger. I'm pretty sure that's the problem. I'm going to fix that, tape her up and glue it, and get her back together, and we'll test it out when I get done. I'm pretty sure that's the problem. Again, just wanted to let you see. Went ahead and unscrewed this with my hand again. It was loose. Just going to put some more tape around here. See where it kind of give out. And it was loose too. For whatever reason, it just loosened up. There's a little bit of weight down here at the end, I guess. It wobbling to and fro in a 100-gallon tank. I'm going to just stick me some more tape around there and get her on here good and snug and stick her back up in there, and that ought to get her going. I'll be back in a minute. Well, not so easy, not so fast, I should say. What I thought was a little zipper problem just being loose, actually it was another problem I didn't see. I wasn't looking at it. I was just hoping this was that simple. But when I put my tape on, I went to turning it down. I was only doing it by hand. I seen something. There's my problem. Can you see the crack running down through there? And the more you screw it on, the more that crack opens up, you know. But that's the problem there. I have to find me another one of these pieces. Here, I don't know if I got one here at the house or not. I have to visit the plumbing store tomorrow, but that's my problem right there, that crack running down through there. And by screwing it on here, it just got wider and wider. It was sucking a lot of air through there. And that may have happened when the very first time I put it together even, and it just got worse and worse as time went on. Because I always noted it spit and sputtered a little bit more than it should. Maybe a new piece will fix that too, because it shouldn't be spit and sputtering like that unless it's going from chem to water, water to chem, switching back and forth. There's a minute in there when it spits and sputters. But anyway, I think that right there is it. Let me see if I can find me one of those pieces there that screws into my bulkhead. Hope I got one. Well, I thought I hit record, but all I did was put tape on the threads down here, cranked it down by hand, kind of snug down there, but enough I didn't want to crack it, but I did get it tight, and put the threads on this piece, tightened it down by hand, and the threads here, and tightened it down where I needed it. Be going in there like this, sitting this way where my hose can go on it. But, yeah, I thought I was recording. I wouldn't, but I'm gonna get this inside the tank and we'll give it a try here in a minute. I got it in there, but I had to take this elbow back off. Well, not this one, but the one I'm using is not as tall this way, and I couldn't get the head of the bulkhead the tap for the bulkhead on it wouldn't make the corner right here. I had to take it back off and rethread it, put it back on there and put the bulkhead tap on there first. We got her in there. I got only the Chem on, but it will take a minute or two before the Chem starts coming through. Once it starts coming through, I'm gonna run it back in my tank and just make sure it's going to run all right. That way I don't waste my bleach. But, get her going here. Yeah, I've only got my bleach on. Shoot some water out here. Wish that Chem off of my arm. Still only getting water. It takes it over a minute. I got 300 foot of just half inch on there. I'm gonna, one of these I'm gonna push it over to 5/8 is really what I need. And I would get a little more, about 10 more feet, I guess, a little more pressure. Seems like it's working just fine now. They'll prime it up and stop it. And yeah, working just fine now. You get up here and run it in the tank a little while and try it out that way. Make sure it is going to run. 5 minutes or so anyway, ought to tell the tale. turn my soap off and turn my water all the way on. I'll run this just a minute until I think the water is getting close to coming out. Well, that's got her. Run it till the water starts coming out. Rinse my pump. I believe that took care of her. I'm going to kill some weeds. A little bit of Chem that's in there. Of course, I ain't got no down that way. Yeah, we're rocking again. Still got soap coming out though. I hate to waste it, but it'd only be like a gallon. It takes a good minute, that's for sure. I hear it spitting there, hitting water again. And that's normal there. I can see it cleared up. I ain't got no more soap. I'm going to let it run here just a minute. Rinse that pump out real good. Back to normal again. Yep. That got her took care of them. Sure glad it was something like that instead of that proportioner, that blend manifold. That blend manifold's been a good one too. It's been a good enough to see. It's about went through the whole season now. And I've not had a bit of trouble out of it. I can get my soap where I want it on the fly with no problem. Yeah, I'm going to have to switch all this over to 5/8. Sometime get me a little more smack in it. But appreciate you watching my videos. If you get anything out of them, I sure would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, share, comment, either one. But guess I'll get off here, and for now we'll see y'all a little further around the mountain.